This is weird.
From the land of conjurers flying through the internet to your device like a UAP, hauntingly unexplained and downright weird. This is the Witching Hours, and we are ready to take off in the flash of an eye. Good evening to one and all, wherever and whenever you're listening to this program. I am Frosty, and joining me, as always, is the medium Jenny Lee. How are you doing, Jenny?
Doing lovely. How are you?
'Tis the season, right?
It's our Christmas special.
Yeah, welcome to the Christmas special. We got some cool things lined up for you guys tonight.
We do.
Doing things a little bit differently than we've done in the past, coming up with a little something different to do for the holiday season. So
Let's start by saying hello to everybody.
yeah.
Hey, Norsk. Yes, gotta have butts. Luce is here. Hello, Luce.
Welcome
We
in.
also have Luna. Luna always coming in with the butts. And we have Not and Getty. Hello, Not and Getty.
Welcome in.
Everybody. Excited to have you all here for our Christmas special tonight.
Yeah. We got well, you know, the last couple Christmases we've really kind of delved into Christmas cryptids, and I think we kind of at least become pretty familiar with those. So tonight we're gonna do something a little different.
Hi, Shadow Max. Hi, Witness Dude.
Welcome in. We're going to talk about well, we're going to leave it up to you to channel the spirit of, well, Christmas spirit. So we're going to do that a little bit later. Plus we just have some stuff we wanted to talk about tonight. So welcome in. Get your favorite Christmas or holiday beverage and you can snuggle up, and we're going to hang out with a little cozy Witching Hours tonight. So
yes,
there we go. So I know you got the list of what we're going to head into some news
the
first.
List. You're on the list. Yes, we're doing the weird news first.
All right, let's go ahead and get the news in. So we had previously talked about the megastructures that people had said they had seen underneath the pyramids when they did ground surveying radar.
Hamsters.
Welcome in. Hidden megastructures beneath Egypt's Giza pyramids are confirmed by scientists. A team of Italian scientists took the world by storm last March when they announced the discovery of a colossal underground complex plunging nearly 3,500 feet beneath Egypt's Giza plateau and linking chambers the size of city blocks.
I'm not sure if I know where that is.
Now, Filippo Biondi, the radar
size of city blocks.
Yeah, the radar engineer.
Multiple ones the size of city blocks
underneath the pyramids.
Wow.
Or at least that's what they said last year with the ground penetrating radar. But ground penetrating radar, as we know from the Curse of Oak Island, can be deceptive, right?
Yeah. Hi, Keisha.
So, you know, they found all kinds of stuff with ground penetrating radar and never found anything. So the radar engineer who developed the imaging method has gone public with evidence that he said leaves little room for doubt. In a new interview on a American Alchemy podcast, Biondi revealed that 4 independent satellite operators all returned identical raw tomography data showing the same structures. So all 4 satellites gave exactly the same results.
Wow.
So yeah, that's interesting. The scans reveal 8 massive hollow cylinders dropping straight down from the base of the Khafre pyramid, the middle of the 3 Great Pyramids. Each shaft has a central column wrapped in perfect helical coils and terminates more than 3,500 feet below the plateau in 260 by 260 by 260 foot cubic chambers, larger than most modern sports arenas.
Wow.
So that's going to be interesting if we can find out more about what lies beneath the pyramids.
That's just supposed to be built by, thousands of slaves or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, not even that. No, not slaves. There's no
they were just
historical.
workers.
There's no historical data that there was ever slaves in Egypt.
Okay.
A matter of fact, all the historical evidence we have in Egypt is we have graffiti from the people themselves who were hired. They got paid. They were laborers. They got paid with beer. And,
that's the correct word.
Now, the Bible says there were slaves, but they've never been able to prove that historically. So, story number 2, UFO swarm puzzles, Wyoming County officials. So there have been swarms of UFOs that have been appearing over Wyoming County for over a year.
Really? How come nobody's talking about those?
Leaving officials scratching their heads and searching for answers. Well, they have been in the local news out in Wyoming.
Swarming.
Yeah.
That indicates that there's more than one at one time.
So according to a local media report, the curious clusters were first spotted in December in the skies above the Jim Bridger power plant in the Red Desert in Sweetwater County, Wyoming. Although
you're just all over the place tonight.
I am.
Isa, Montana.
Although people think they're drones, but the exact nature of them remains a mystery. And
is it a nuclear power plant?
I don't know.
I bet it is.
We've done everything we can to figure out what they are. Jason Maurer of the Sweetwater County Sheriff's Office explained, and nobody wants to give them any answers.
What is the name of the power plant?
The Jim Bridger power plant and the Red Desert power plant.
Keep talking.
So it appears that the situation in Sweetwater County is not an isolated phenomenon, as law enforcement officials in another part of the state also reported seeing similar recurring UFO swarms beginning in late 2024 and into the first quarter of 2025. The subject even came up during a state legislature meeting wherein National Guard leader Greg Porter was reportedly asked about any incidents of UAPs over your airspace, to which he replied that he didn't have any information. And then they added cases from other federal facilities, but he said he couldn't publicly discuss them.
Jim Bridger is a coal power plant. What was the name of the other one? Dead air.
I don't have them highlighted story, so I already told you. Now I have to go back and find them in the story again. Looking. I don't know. I can't easily find them in the story.
Okay, never mind. Well,
but the other one, Red Desert. The Red Desert.
Red Desert. Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted me to look up.
Put me on the spot.
Red Dead Redemption. Red Desert power plant. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
Solar. Anyway, what's the next story?
Yeah. Well, anyway, I was just going to say, I mean, that's a lot of, there's been a lot of sightings this year. So it keeps building up to that, which leads us into the next story, which is I posted on Discord. If you haven't seen it, Steven Spielberg returns to the sci-fi genre with a new mysterious trailer for a movie called Disclosure Day.
Looks real interesting.
Legendary director Steven Spielberg has unveiled the first look at his highly anticipated original sci-fi thriller Disclosure Day. The trailer released on December 16th, and it marks Spielberg's return to extraterrestrial storytelling, a theme he helped define with classics like Close Encounters of the Third Kind, E.T., and War of the Worlds. This marks the first new movie from Spielberg since 2022. And so, it's starring Emily Blunt, who plays a television meteorologist.
When does it come out again?
Comes out in June.
Oh, June. That's right. Everything's coming out in June next year. It's a lot of movies.
June. Disclosure Day is coming to theaters on June 12th, 2026.
Nice.
So June's going to be busy movies because That's I think there's 3 in June that are dropping that are like must-sees for me. So
I found it interesting that in the trailer for Disclosure Day, Emily Blunt's character is channeling alien speaking.
yes. Yeah. Well, you know, the UFO world on the internet is already going crazy, wondering if they're not actually showing, you know, if the movie itself isn't taking some small part in Disclosure, and how ET communicates. I saw a story today about whether or not that was actually ET voices in the movie.
Oh, people are getting really out there then.
Yeah. But, you know, it's long been believed by some that Spielberg has inside information and that the tippity top of the program designed to do all those things, leak information to him with Close Encounters of the Third Kind, ET.
Or maybe he's a contactee himself.
Very possible.
Very possible.
Yeah. What about Batteries Not Included? Was he just a producer for that?
I don't know.
That was another.
We're having to Google way too many things for the weird news tonight. Keisha, thank you for the 7 stream streak. I love everybody's Christmas.
Wait on us tonight.
I love everybody's Christmas emotes tonight. There's some really great ones. I like the twerking Santa and the ones hoaxers have, dancing Santa and reindeer and spinny Christmas tree. It's a lot of good ones. Lots of good ones.
Yeah. Steven Spielberg was an executive producer for Batteries Not Included. So it's another alien flick. So there we go. So that was the weird news.
Okay.
I'm really excited for that movie, by the way. So
yes.
There was another really weird movie that I put in Discord that had like a rock alien.
Yeah.
And I thought that was interesting.
With Ryan Gosling hanging out with a rock alien.
And I think that comes out in March. So
we have had a rock people show up before for us.
So there's going to be some interesting movies coming out for Teen Weird. Yep. We still haven't watched that one movie that was made about the Bigfoot family.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
We have to put it on the list. Rock and roll aliens. That might be like Steven Tyler and Joe Perry might be rock and roll aliens. All right. So the next thing up on our list of things to do for our Christmas special tonight is to take a look at the Team Weird Takeover guests for 2026.
Yeah. If you have been keeping up, we did put them in Discord and put them up on Facebook, but we can officially announce them on the show tonight.
Yes.
Hello, Michelle.
Here we go.
We're gonna be there. Holy smokes!
Merry Christmas, Michelle.
Nobody told me I had to go.
Really? We are going to be at our own event. I mean,
yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yep, we'll be there.
Oh, no, wait. Priestess of Wonderland is going to be there.
Yeah.
We're so excited, of course.
Always.
Our friend of the show, our friend of the show and friend for reals, Allison, the Priestess of Wonderland, will be at Team Weird Takeover, which is happening on June 27th and 28th, 2026 at the Lord Baltimore Hotel in Baltimore, Maryland.
It's going to be a good time. Glad Allison can join us.
We are. Irene and Danica are making their second appearance, 2 for 2 here at Team Weird Takeover. Excited to have them back as always.
Yeah, so we'll be having them engaged in what we got going on at Team Weird Takeover, and we're going to be doing an investigation and all that stuff. So they're going to be great to have with us.
Sounds like Irene will be doing a gallery reading again, similar to last year. We're, for the first time, having Kim Sage at Team Weird Takeover. She is also a friend of ours, and she will be coming. She wanted to come last year, but she was having surgery, so we're excited to have her there for for year 2.
Yeah. So Kim Sage, we're going to have her do something. We haven't discovered the topic yet, but she's going to be doing a class or a lecture.
She does a lot of different things, so I'm sure whatever she does will be fabulous and wonderful. She's a really great person, so I'm glad that she'll be there for people to meet and have experiences with. Andrew Warburton, be still my heart. I love Andrew.
If you want to know about fairies, and you want to come and see Andrew Warburton, he is going to give a talk,
a lecture about fairies.
Yeah. So a Teamweird Takeover, you want to learn some more about fairies or ask Andrew in person about fairies, or if you have a story to tell Andrew about fairies, he's always gathering information for books. Yes. So we're excited to have Andrew Warburton.
Super excited to have Andrew.
Yeah, in Baltimore with us.
He's one of my new favorites, and he has the best little cutest British accent. And when he says the next guest's name, it's just the best. He says, Sam. And
Sam
last but not least, Sam Baltrusis will be joining us for Teamweird Takeover 2026.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And he is going to facilitate a
Samance.
There we go. So that's going to be absolutely, well, I mean, the Samances have become quite legendary in the paranormal circles. So
Sam is also known for having some very weird things happen to him. Always. So.
So we are, the way I plan on doing that, we might have to get there, but I just plan on making a giant table for the Samants. There's a limited amount of guests, so we're just going to get in there. So if you want,
as possible,
if you want to be able to participate, it's going to be a great opportunity. And then we're going to go right from that, I think, into our investigation. So that's going to be a fun time.
Luce wants to know, where is Hoagie's picture? He's the food sponsor, right? Yes, Hoagie's. Hoagies. It would be nice if Hoagsters just came this time. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more.
There we go.
So yeah, those are our guests for 2026. We're super excited to have all of them returning and new.
Yep.
I'm excited for your everybody to get to meet the new folks.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to be able to hang out. It's like the number one thing, just to be able to hang out, Team Weird and have that time. But also we get to do some discussions and lectures and panels, and we get to do a Samance. And so it's good. And then, we were talking about maybe you doing a channeling session in the hotel again. So
yes,
whatever we end up doing, it's going to be an absolutely great time.
Yes.
Indoors with plumbing.
Indoors with plumbing. Yes.
Ticket information. I know we've been releasing a lot of information about this, and you can't get tickets yet, but we are going to have ticket information on our next, on our New Year's Eve prediction show.
Yes.
And I guess we can say here, if you are listening to this show right now, you are Team Weird, and we are going to have a Team Weird pre-sale.
Yes.
So for all of you who want to make sure you can get your ticket in, that you get your ticket purchased before it gets open to the public. Because, and this is, then you guys will have a chance to get it. Well, the reason is because we have guests this year.
Yes.
It's not just me and you.
There might be people who want to come to see Sam. They have their own group of friends and people with their communities. So.
And I don't want them to sell out before you guys have the opportunity.
Kim has her people, and Sam has his people, and and Irene and Danica have people, and there's a lot of people. So we're gonna make sure we have a little.
Team Weird gets first dibs.
Team Weird sale first and foremost. And speaking of Team Weird, it's time to take a look at the Team Weird Christmas cards.
There we go.
We have we asked a little while ago. This was actually Frosty's idea, and it was a great idea because
Well, we had realized we hadn't done the gift exchange this year.
Yes.
It was kind of too late.
For the last 2 years, we did a Secret Santa, Team Weird Secret Santa gift exchange. 1 year it was just digital, just for funsies. And last year we did an actual gift exchange. And by the time we realized that we hadn't done it, it was too late to do it.
It was very quick after Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving fell so late this year.
Yes.
Things just moved really quickly. Yeah.
So Frosty came up with this idea. Why don't we make Christmas cards for Team Weird instead? So people showed up and they made some Christmas cards. I think this is Keisha's, and I think this is the only one that was actually made. Everybody else's is AI generated, but they're all fantastic and wonderful. So we're going to look at them. And for those of you who are just listening at a later date, I'm going to explain what they look like to you. This one says, Happy Team Weird Holidays. There's a cow being abducted by a UFO, not a Santa hat UFO, but a UFO. There's a Mothman on top of a tree. We have an adorable little Yeti wearing a Santa hat with reindeer ears. A cute little penguin with a Santa hat. Another, he looks like the abominable snow monster of the north with a Santa hat. And an alien doing yoga.
Yeah.
With a top hat Santa hat and reindeer ears. And they're all standing outside in the winter night.
Namaste.
Namaste. Yes. That's beautiful. I love it. It's so cute.
Yep. A Mothman is a tree topper.
Yes, that's a tree topper. This one, it was from Witness Dude. This is so cute. And it's like photo realistic, which is even better. So we have a really cute green alien and a ghost sitting at a campfire out in the snow. Both have Santa hats on, and they're drinking hot chocolate with marshmallows on top.
Marshmallows, yeah. The hot chocolate looks good. Yeah.
Yes, I want to go cozy up.
Cabin.
Pull up a log and
a nice cozy cabin there beside him.
Frosty could pull up with his Santa hat. If he liked being outside. Here's number 3. This is from Hey, It's KC. Merry Christmas and blessed Yule to Team Weird. There's a Team Weird band happening here. Now, it's not Unexpected Hush Puppy, but it is a bunch of aliens and ghosts playing various instruments. Also, outside around a campfire, there's a UFO in the background and a Christmas tree and a squirrel wearing a scarf and a Santa hat. And what does he have? What is that? A bell? I think he has a bell.
Yeah, and they're playing like the jug and the washboard.
And buckets for drums.
Got some hillbilly.
Some hillbillies.
Bluegrass going on.
The spoons on the washboard. I wonder what Casey typed into the AI for this one. Hillbilly, aliens, and ghosts. The jug. Keisha said that she was upset that Hoaxers wasn't in here playing the harp, but actually that thing, the alien in the background has with all the bottles, that might be close.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah.
Here's another one from Hey, It's KC. It says, Merry Christmas and Happy Winter Solstice to Team Weird with love and seasonal strangeness.
There we go. That works. Seasonal strangeness.
Seasonal strangeness. It sounds like a disorder.
That's how we can. We'll have to remember that to promote next year's Christmas special. We can call it, prepare for seasonal strangeness.
This one is very beautiful. It's very symmetrical. It's got angels on both two sides. One is playing a harp, not a harp, but a harp. One has a candle. There's Santa Claus and the reindeer flying across a full moon over Stonehenge. There are also ghosts and aliens with a lantern, Santa hats, gifts, candy cane. And then there's another little campfire happening. AI really likes the campfire for a Christmas card, it seems like.
You like campfire?
They're roasting marshmallows. There's a black cat with a Santa hat and a scarf. another angel, a jack-o'-lantern. I love that the jack-o'-lantern made it in there.
Yeah.
There's a pentacle, lots of candles, lots of holly. It's really, really cute.
Yeah, it's a pretty card. Very nice.
I love it. Seasonal strangeness. This is one that I made last night. It looks like it's painted with watercolor. Thank you, AI, for that. It must have known an artist was making this. It's very strange. It just says Merry Christmas at the bottom, and it has some very strange characters. There's a redheaded lady wearing what looks to be an old-timey dress, but she has two ghosts, one on each side. I can't tell if they're sitting on her shoulders or if they're big, giant earrings. We have a cute little elf-looking angel with blonde hair in the middle. There's a cat person standing behind her that has absolutely gigantic ears.
She has a halo over her head, so maybe
she does.
Yeah, I don't know.
There are angel alien, just like we made for our Teamwear Tarot card. We have an angel alien, and there's a very spooky ghost with a very strange face standing behind them, and a little Christmas tree, and they're all standing out in the snow.
Well, the alien has eyeballs on their shirt too, which is really weird.
That's appropriate for me.
Yeah.
Always drawing eyeballs. All right, next up we have. It looks
like it says something at the bottom. It looks like it says something at the bottom
of her skirt.
Red dress.
Yeah, I don't think it's legible or it even makes any sense. I think it's nonsense.
Okay. All right.
Unless AOI was trying to give us some light language.
Yeah.
Next up is another one that I made last night. I couldn't decide between these two, so we're going with both. It says Merry Christmas to Team Weird. It's very symmetrical. There's a lot of weird little critters and creatures all around inside of a beautiful border. There's ghosts. There's dragons. There's dragon-like things. There's monster faces.
Lots of weird creatures in there.
There's some very strange stuff going on in this one.
I don't know if I know what any of them are because they seem to be like mixtures of things.
Like little hodgepodges of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's weird and appropriate and somehow beautiful at the same time. And last but not least is Frosty's that he made today. And it's very fitting. This is the last one because it says Merry Christmas from the witching hours. Frosty, do you want to explain yours?
Yeah. So I actually made this one a couple weeks ago. I had to move it to horizontal. I had a vertical thing of it. But very similar to all the other ones. It's a campfire in the snow. With a little ghosty, an alien, the Mothman, and Bigfoot all hanging around, drinking coffee or hot chocolate with some pine trees with lights in them behind, a full moon in the background, and a little hourglass down there by the fire.
I liked the touch of the hourglass there. Hi, Allison. And yours is the only one that has Bigfoot in it. Everybody else forgot about Bigfoot. Yes. We had a Mothman. We
aliens and ghosts for sure.
Keisha had the Yeti and the monsters. Well, those are Bigfoot.
I consider that to be the same thing.
But yours is the only one that has like the like typical Sasquatch Bigfoot. Yeah.
Yeah. Getting cozy by the fire.
They're all adorable. And this is the only time that I appreciate AI. So thank you to everybody that participated in our Team Weird Christmas cards. They came out really adorable, and I enjoyed all of them.
Yeah, it was just a way to be able to have everybody, send season greetings as a community again, since we kind of missed out on I guess we plan on trying to bring back at least the virtual exchange next year.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the virtual exchanges. Were really fun. So I would like to do that next year.
We just have to remind ourselves when we start getting to Thanksgiving that it's time. It's time. We get later and later every year. It just comes so quickly. It comes so quickly.
So next up, Frosty, we would like to share our Twitch recap with you all for 2025.
Yeah. Well, we had a Twitch recap and we have our wrapped for Spotify. So I guess we can start with we want to do what? The community, our streamer. I guess we'll do the streamer
Yes.
recap. So let me share my screen here. Bum, 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 bum.
Hoaxers, you're always trying to get some money out of somebody. He says it's a $5,000 limit next year for the digital exchange.
All right, so here we go. We have let's do the oh, we don't want to do that one. Up. What are we doing?
Frosty has jacked it all up. You were there. All you had to do is click on streamer.
I don't know how it works. I haven't done it. I didn't know how it worked. It messed me up.
Oh, yeah, we do have to have Hoaxers running the shop. He'll make everybody a millionaire.
I think I got this time. Okay.
All right.
Let's
Try it again.
Share screen.
Yeah.
Got that. Boom.
Mhm.
Twitch recap. Hard to believe I'm the tech guy, right? All right. There we go. So streamed 87 hours this year
Wow.
on Twitch. You know, we got our 1 day a week. So that's a lot, though, especially considering we moved to an hour-and-a-half show for a total of 49 streams.
Nice.
So we streamed what? How many weeks are there in a year? 52?
I don't know. 52. That sounds correct.
So we managed to stream every week except for 3 this year. For
That's
the most
pretty.
part, it looks like
That's a pretty big deal.
that's pretty crazy. Distinct day streams 49, 948 hours
Total watch hours.
on Twitch.
Thank you guys. Wow.
I know, that's crazy. We were in talk shows and podcasts, just chatting and tarot.
Just tatting. That's Sheepy. What Sheepy does. Tatting.
Just chatting. Max of 24 viewers. Our tags
Nice.
Paranormal Unexplained.
English.
There we go. Almost 11,000 chats received.
Ooh, you guys are talking. You know, we love how talkative our team members are.
Yeah, and then I thought it was cool that that Reptar's emote.
Reptar's emote is the most used.
One.
The peace sign alien. Thank you, Reptar.
Followed by This Is Weird and the headphone Yeti.
I love it. There's our biggest fans. Most of the people here right now.
People here right now. CMC, Shadow Max, Priestess of Wonderland, Hoaxers, Luce, Luna, Keisha Mama.
Oh, me. Look at me. I am. Yeah.
And Norsk.
Thank you all.
There we go. We had 2 stream togethers. I have what was the stream together?
Those were accidental.
Okay. Accidental stream togethers.
Allison had an accidental 1 or 2.
Okay. We got 11. We did 11 raids.
We got 11 raids.
We got 11 raids.
Wow, that just seems like a lot.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to, because a lot of times things happen when we're talking with a guest and maybe I missed them. I don't know. Who rated us? Luce rated us one time. Lesby Witchy rated us. And we've sent 47 raids.
So there was only 2 times we didn't raid for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
both times I remember I remember both times. It's just like I kind of forgot.
Oh yeah. Hello, Rhonda.
We rated Sheepy 12 times, Scorpy 5 times, and Movie Mondays 3 times.
Nice.
We've had 7 clips made by 2 different people, and our top viewed clip. The clip was from Team. We were talking about Team Weird Takeover at Lake Shawnee.
Lake Shawnee. Keisha was probably making it so everybody knew what was going on.
We've had 55 new follows, 31 new subscribers, and 6 hype trains.
Nice.
And people spent over 4,000 points in the channel, I imagine, for highlighting their messages.
Yeah, because there ain't a whole lot else to do over here.
So we got a 2025 chat badge unlocked for the witching hours.
Thank you to all our Twitchers. Our Team Weird Twitchers.
Do you want to check out the Spotify?
Yeah, the Spotify was crazy this year, guys. I know Frosty shared some of them over in the Discord already. But man, we were not expecting what happened over on Spotify this year. Not expecting that at all. It was a little crazy. A little crazy.
So over on Spotify, which is where where our podcast is. So like for all the people who listen at another time,
it's one of the places they can listen to it.
You can find the podcast over on Spotify, but in a lot of ways, this I think brings that into it because this is where our home is. So like if they're listening to an iHeart or some other place, I think it's still including some of the metrics from here.
That would make sense.
Yeah. So here we go. It's not updating.
You got to click see it now.
Well, I already did. On my screen, you don't see that. Okay, so I'm gonna have to share a different screen.
Okay.
Because it started another tab.
Oh, and then you got to click on that tab.
So there we go. Okay, so 2025 over on Spotify. Our total audience went by 216%. So from last year, a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, more than double. Yeah, a lot of people listening to us over on Spotify. Total new audience up by 999%. So some really, really cool numbers we got over there.
Like, what the heck is that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's been a lot of people listening to our podcast over there. Total followers went up by 40% compared to 2024.
That is a lot of percent, Keisha.
Listening time went up by 301%, which is great because it's one thing to have people clicking on it and not listening to it, but listening time is going up as well.
Yeah. They click on it for 10 seconds. They're like, this sucks. And then they move along. But now people are actually really listening to it.
So the most listened to episode was Michael Stratt. UFO crashes and alien retrievals. People wanted to hear about those UFOs.
Played 214% more.
Yeah, than the others. And then, of course, we published the video over there too, so you can watch. You can watch our episodes on the podcast from Spotify too. Let's see what we had here.
Hey, Cole Drake.
It says that our show was in the top 20% for all videos on Spotify.
That seems crazy.
Really cool. Mm-hmm.
Top 20% of all videos on Spotify. Wow.
211% watched from 2024 to 2025.
That's a lot more.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, just absolutely for us, crazy numbers. Oh, the passport is interesting. 14 countries.
14 countries. That's a lot.
Yeah, which is the most we've ever had. The top countries were Macedonia.
Macedonia. Hello, Macedonia.
Canada.
Canada.
The UK.
Oh, Canada. Of course, United Kingdom.
Australia.
All our friends down under.
And the United States.
The nether regions of the planet. I'm like, who's listening to Macedonia? I don't know who you are, Macedonia. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Very interesting.
It is. So thank you for listening wherever you are. So here's what you guys are listening to. This is what Team Weird is listening to. Number 1 was the Beatles. Number 2 was The Cure. Number 3 was U2. Number 4 was Taylor Swift.
A little disappointed in that one.
And number 5 was Linkin Park.
But it seems fitting.
Well, The Cure and the Beatles, U2, it all kind of fits in there, I guess, a little bit. The top 3 for sure. So that's what we got listening to. And the top audiobook seems to make sense too.
Yes.
Project 2025, which is is that the like conservative like political thing?
I don't know.
I have no clue. Our Occulted History, that sounds about right for number 2. Hellmouth, number 3. Guild, number 4, and the Mirror from
The Mirror
on 5.
Are you from Boston now?
Yeah. And the top shows listened to by people who listen to or watch The Witching Hours, the Joe Rogan Experience, which was not a surprise because there's a lot of similarities there, I guess, in terms of topics. Hidden in Plain Sight.
Lou said Project 2025 is the conservative framework.
Yeah. So there you go.
To each their own.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, we're not really political in this show, but other people are. The Last Podcast on the Left and Small Town Murder. So
there's one more down there.
The Dr. John Delaney show. I am not familiar.
So I've heard of Last Podcast on the Left.
Yeah, that's a horror podcast, I'm pretty sure. And of course, Joe Rogan Experience is the biggest podcast in the world. So the fact that it is not a surprise.
And then, is there anything else?
Oh yeah, we got awards. We got a 2025 Rising Star. Arc Growth outpaced 90% of all other shows.
That's crazy. 90%. Our growth outpaced 90% of other shows. 2025 Rising Star.
Yep.
I'll take it.
A 2025 marathon show. Fans listen to you for longer than 85%
of other shows.
You have to listen to our show longer than 85% of other shows.
Goodness gracious.
And then I think finally, 2025 fan favorite, your average rating was higher than 75% of other shows.
Wow. This Spotify on Wrapped makes us sound like we're doing really good.
Yeah. Maybe it's just all fake news. I don't know.
It's just fake news. Yay. But no, thank you all. Thank you all that are listening here and that are listening at another time and place. Apparently over on Spotify. Thank you.
We say it every time for those listening at another time, another place. You guys are listening at another time, another place. And we appreciate it because those numbers are absolutely crazy. And like I said all the time, thank you to each and every one of you who watches the show. Because we can't do any of the things we want to do without you guys. It's you guys watching, listening, asking questions, tuning in every week, whether you're watching live or whether you're listening to the podcast on your way to work or wherever. You guys make the show happen. So thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. We appreciate all of you. So thank you very much.
We had a question from Cole Drake. Have you two ever covered Royal Rife in his work discovering how sound frequencies can affect things? We have not, but that sounds like a great guest for us to reach out to.
Yeah, I've talked about that before. It's something I'm very interested in. So we'd love to have somebody on to talk about it.
I'm writing it on my paper here. Possible guest.
Yeah, that's always interesting. Like water, that's like one thing, like how, the ice, when water freezes and different frequencies. And yeah, very interesting stuff.
Yes.
Nora said, here's to 2026.
Thank you guys. Thank you all very much. Hosters told all the other shows to keep up.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next up on our list is the first giveaway of 2 tonight. I am offering a tarot video on a topic or question of your choice. That's our first giveaway of the evening. So if you would like to enter to win the tarot video, let's type in the word tarot into the chat, whether you're on Twitch or on Facebook or on the Spirit Realm Network page. Let us know that you would like to enter to win the tarot video with the word tarot, and I will start putting everybody's name into the Wheel of Weirdos. Terror. It's not a terror video, Cole. I think you got to listen to that last podcast on the left or something for that one. Tarot. So, Cole, I'm putting you on there because, you know, it was the wrong word, but it was close enough. Non-Getty. All right, who else? Tarot. If you want to enter to win the tarot, you got to put in the word tarot. Keeping an eye out on all the places. You end up on more lists by making errors.
Anywhere you guys are watching. So those over on Facebook are also eligible.
Yep. Just got to put the word tarot in. Keisha's not paying attention. We're doing a tarot video giveaway. If you would like to enter to win the tarot video giveaway, you have to type in the word tarot, not terror. And that's for Twitch or for Facebook or for the Spirit Realm Network page, wherever you may be. While we're waiting for more people to put their name in the hat or the wheel, next up we're going to be trying to channel Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
And some of you might be like, WTF. This was something that came up out of nowhere in the past. I don't remember how long ago it was, many years ago now. We were just, I don't even know what we were doing. I don't know what we were doing. We weren't trying to channel Christmas spirit. I remember that much. We were just, something was trying to come through, and it was around Christmas time. And all of a sudden, this energy comes through and is giving messages. And it's in it, if I remember correctly, identified itself as Christmas spirit. Don't ask me how that happens or how that's a thing. But, you know, we've talked about thought forums and people putting energy into, when you put energy into things and the thoughts being things, so many people for so long have been talking about and putting energy into the idea of Christmas spirit. It's not surprising that it's actually become a thing that has some sort of intelligence and or consciousness. So we're going to be trying to channel that. And a little bit later, we're going to have a conversation about if Santa Claus
Another
could be a thought form.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that a little bit later after we try to channel Christmas spirit. So I put in a priestess because she said she would like a terror video. What about the wild hunt that happens during Yule? Is that something to erect protections against? I have no idea, Cole. I know a little bit about the wild hunt, but I don't know enough. I don't know enough about it. All right, so we're doing a last call for the terror. Now you guys got me saying it. Terror.
The terror reading.
Last call for the tarot video. I will be providing for a lucky winner. If you would like to enter to win the tarot video, you just have to type in the word tarot. You know, Frosty, I was just thinking, in the future, we need to think of a way that we can have listeners that listen later enter to win something. We might have to come up with a way to do that.
Oh, we could definitely do that. We could do a YouTube video giveaway.
Yeah.
Where you leave a comment on the video.
Mm-hmm.
And then we could just put all of those names in the wheel and do do a spinny-roo. And I know other.
What about all of the
creators that do that.
Spotify people that we apparently have listening? How do we do something for them? I'll have
Well,
to
you
figure
can leave
that out.
comments. You can leave comments over on Spotify as well. So we could just collect the comments from the 3 different places, or from those 2 different places specifically. But they might not be listening on Spotify. They might be listening on iHeartRadio.
Anywhere. Yeah.
So to make it just outside, like at a later date where people can go, like they have a heads up to go there, we could put the information out on Facebook and stuff like that. And we could do a giveaway that way.
Yeah, we'll have to try that next time because we always just do it for the live folks, but we need it for the people that are listening at another time and place.
Yeah, we can do that. We can have it where you could put it over on Spotify or on YouTube, and then we could still do the wheel live on the show.
Yeah.
And then people would know there's no shenanigans.
Shenanigans. All right, this is the last call. I have Cole Non-Getty Priestess. Cole Drake is letting us know about the Yule Wild Hunt, the midwinter festival considered a dangerous time when the veil between worlds thins and spectral possessions led by figures like Odin ride through the sky, taking souls or bringing omens. People stayed indoors, avoided looking out, and performed rituals to protect themselves from this chaotic storm-like event, which often featured ghostly riders, hounds, and terrifying sounds. You know, I wonder if that's really just a take on how dangerous winter is. We talked about that a lot last year for our Christmas special with Rissa Miller.
There's also the connection between the end of the Wild Hunt. I don't know if it was, originally, but eventually what ends up happening is, when Odin comes back from the Wild Hunt, sometimes he would bring gifts or leave gifts. So there's that connection between Odin and Santa Claus as well.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's spin this wheel. I just shuffled it. Who's going to win the tarot video? It's Not-N-Getty. Congratulations, Not-N-Getty. Woo!
Congratulations.
Not-N-Getty. Will you just send me a message, either a whisper on Twitch or a message on Discord, with what you would like your reading to be about? If you have a topic, a question, a category, some such thing. Congratulations. Frosty, we're at the top of the hour. Do you want to reset everybody before we go into our next thing?
Yeah. So if you're just joining us, this is our holiday special, our Christmas special. Welcome in. Tonight we do not have a guest, but we have been going over some of our Unwrapped and Twitch recaps and stuff like that, looking at how awesome our community's been over the last year, and watching the witching hours and helping Team Weird grow and do all the wonderful things we did last year. And we have a lot more coming this year. We're going to be at Hanover Tavern Paracon at the end of next month, which is going to be great to get out and see some of our friends and stuff again. And we're going to see some of the people who are going to be joining us at Team Weird Takeover for 2026. We have some other stuff we can't confirm yet, but it looks like we do have some stuff coming up in the springtime we're going to be getting into. And so it's going to be another busy year for me and Jenny and Team Weird as a whole.
Yep.
So we look forward to seeing you guys in person on all the different places we're going. Later, just here starting in a few, Jenny is going to attempt to channel
Christmas Spirit.
And then we were talking about thought forms. We've been talking about thought forms for kind of the life of the show. And so we were going to talk about the possibility of Sinterklaas and thought forms. So there we go. In a world of mass production, there's still a place where fire meets steel and tradition comes alive. At Vincent's Forge, every piece is forged by hand, unique, durable, and built to last. Each creation carries the mark of true craftsmanship. Own something forged by fire. Own something that tells a story. Vincent's Forge, handcrafted, unforgettable. Available now on Etsy.
Thank you, Frosty.
We also are going to do one more giveaway towards the end of the show from the Witching Hours merch store. So if you're, be prepared if you are watching us if you're hanging out with us on Twitch, or if you're hanging out with us over on Facebook, that you can put your money, put your name in the hat here in a little while to get something from our merch store.
All right. Congratulations again to Not and Getty for winning the tarot video giveaway. Cole, it's okay if you planted the terror worm. It was very funny. We're going to start trying to do our channeling now. We only have about half an hour left of our show, though, so it's probably going to be a short one. The game plan is hopefully Christmas spirit shows up and I can get the information to start flowing. I'm hoping to have, I'm setting the intention that we would like to have the Christmas spirit energy give some kind of message. And then if there's time for a question or two. So if anybody in the queue, like I'm doing my Friday stream, if anybody in the chat has a question for this Christmas spirit energy, you can put it in the chat. Or if not, Frosty can think of a couple things. So let's go ahead and get started here. I pulled out a couple three stones to use. I was looking for Christmassy type things. I have this beautiful clear quartz. Well, I don't think it's clear quartz. It's some kind of quartz point that actually Tarot Mama gave to us when we were doing the Team Takeover last year. And I have some kind of green stone. I can't remember what it's called, but it looks Christmassy. And then I have this giant clear quartz from Dragon Jewels. This is what we're using for our channeling of Christmas spirit for tonight.
I feel like you would need like a red stone and a green stone.
That's what I was looking at, but then when I opened my red box, this one was the one that wanted to be used.
That's what it's supposed to be. Yeah.
And it's to me, it's very Christmassy and wintry looking because it kind of looks like an icicle.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah, Dragon Jewels is back to streaming again. We raided out to Dragon Jewels not too long ago. Okay, here we go. Happy Merry Christmas, Yule, winter solstice, etc. for your time. Happy Merry. This is, we are attempting to settle properly, to communicate properly. We are much. We are much like the snow on the breeze. Swirling and present, but not forming, not in a form as you are in a form. Imagine us as swirling, beautiful snow on the breeze. glittering and magical, bringing awe and wonder and joy. Is there a question?
What is a message that all of us need to hear this Christmas season?
Hold faith and hope in your heart. You are experiencing a very difficult transitional time, and every single one of you and collectively. But there is always joy. There is always beauty. There is always hope. And there is always happiness. These are the elements of what the season holds. These are the elements that this season brings and attempts to remind everyone of, that you can have joy and happiness and beauty and awe and wonder all in your heart. And this can be throughout your year, throughout your times, even in the most difficult of times. There is always beauty and awe and wonder and happiness and joy and hope to be had always. You have another question?
Yeah. Similarly, Keisha asked, with all the stressful things going on currently, what is something that we should, what's another thing that we should focus on this holiday season?
This season, you're reminded to walk with an open, giving, generous heart and soul and mind. This should be throughout the year, not just at this time, not just during this season. It can be preserved and given and held all throughout. It is difficult. It is not easy, but it is possible. Find the happiness, find the joy, find the awe, find the wonder, find the hope in any small or large thing when things are difficult and tough and struggle and challenge. Find the thing that brings those things, or even one of those elements, back into your heart and your soul and your mind, to reignite and spark the energy of this season when it is not this season. Is there a last question for your time here now?
We've talked a lot about what we call, do we mentally pray to Santa, or is there a specific energy spirit that is there all year long?
All consciousness is always. All consciousness is always and everywhere and all time and all space. That includes you, me, and everyone and everything. You're wanting to also know, for you have asked and you are talking about, if there is an energy of consciousness for the iterations of the many variations and understandings of what is generally talked of at this time as Santa Claus. Yes. Yes. An energy very similar to what we are. For thoughts are things. As you all have been told many times, thoughts are things. The more, and the more, and the more, and the more, and the more over time, space, and with each consciousness adding to that thought, that is the creation. The thought is the creation. I hope this is understood. Your time is up, yes?
Yes.
Thank you for allowing us as this energy, consciousness, of which has been created over time and space by many, 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 to come forward to connect and communicate with you. Thank you for your questions. Merry, merry, happy, happy. Hold it in your heart.
Thank you for spending time with us and for the messages.
Okay.
You making it back?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there we go.
I was afraid that it wasn't going to come through at first. And I kept being like, is this it? Is this? It's like, we want to talk to Christmas Spirit. And they're like, yes, it is. And I'm like, okay, but is it? And they're like, just stop and trust it. Like, okay. I'm all right.
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. Well, I think the message was exactly what you would expect to hear from Christmas Spirit.
Yeah.
Be merry, be happy, and, be kind to others and charitable to others.
And finding things when things are sucking, there's always an opportunity to see one of those many things they were talking about: awe, wonder, happiness, joy, hope, faith. And it's like I was talking about just letting one of those things just be the spark that ignites it, and so that you can hold on to it.
There was a connection for me in the reading tonight that comes from today. I was listening to a Joe Rogan podcast, actually, earlier today, for a fairly recent guest. I think it was, I can't remember the name, but it was I think a molecular biologist. Mm-hmm. And they were talking about evolution. And this guy has received a little bit of criticism because he believes that essentially traditional biology hasn't done enough to talk about like macro biological changes and like how that happens. And even though you have millions of years for creatures to evolve and for different things to happen to be able to create different creatures, that we still shouldn't have as many as we have, but he's not a creationist. He's a standard, more science-based person.
Yeah.
But he has kind of proposed and has a hypothesis that there's essentially stuff coded in our DNA that allows us to create. So he talks about how essentially like our brains and our thoughts are able to to imagine things, and then it's created.
Yeah.
So
the never-ending story.
I didn't even think about that connection until you mentioned it. Until the channeling, it came across in the channeling. Yeah. Because I was just about there listening to it, but then I had to like turn it off. Like I didn't listen to the whole thing. But yeah, I mean, it was that's where it was getting to. Essentially, was that like not just humans, but like is there something coded into all these things that are like, I could do this and this and this and this and this. Like the example he used was like birds and bats. It was like, at one point in time there was one thing that turned into a bird that could fly. Mm-hmm. But then now we have all these different kinds of birds, and so how did that come about? And he was essentially saying that there was some vehicle in the molecular biology that allowed for an understanding of what was possible to be. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It just made me think of that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've had many messages over the years that basically come, it narrows down to if we're all parts of the creator, then we are also the creator. Therefore, we can co-create. And then we get these messages about thoughts being things. And if that's how we really create things. And then we have things like this Christmas spirit energy come through. And it's like, how can that be a thing? And that's like, that seems to be the only explanation for it to me. Yeah.
Luna said, hope you're doing wonderful and blessed. Just to say, my thank you for the messages. Much love.
Thank you, Luna.
Cole Drake, energy, consciousness, consider how peoples have thought of the Christmas spirit personified over the centuries. It is different from the Coca-Cola version we've had since the 1950s.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Cole Drake also said, I was once in a group where we spoke of thoughts as the filter for turning cosmic universal potential energy into reality, actuality.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bumblebees, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Technically unaerodynamic, and they should not be able to fly, but they do. Oh, the little bumblebee.
Well, that was the other part that we want to talk about, and I think it just fits right into what we were discussing with thought forms and Santa Claus. Because Santa has taken on, and you were talking about that earlier, Cole, as well, is how many forms Santa Claus has taken, going all the way back to St. Nicholas. But you could argue that, Santa Claus, Father Christmas, Santa Claus, all the versions have been an amalgamation of all these different things throughout time. Like I mentioned earlier, St. Nicholas for sure. Obviously, that's the name that gets attributed the most. Mm-hmm. Who was the patron saint of children and patron saint of children and merchants, also, which is interesting because people talk about not having consumerism in Christmas, but that's tied in with St. Nicholas to a certain degree as well.
Yeah.
But you also do get like Odin, like I talked about before, a connection with returning from the great hunt and the white beard and all these things that have kind of come together over time to create what we have. And as we talked about thought forms, could Santa Claus himself or different versions of Santa Claus exist as thought forms? Like we've talked about so many of the haunted areas and things that we've talked about before.
Well, that energy just said that it was. And it was very interesting because as you guys asked that question, and then, because I'm not, for those of you who are not familiar with what just happened, what did I just do? The channeling that I do is a form of trance mediumship, which is basically just allowing an energy to come and blend with my energy. And I'm my consciousness is kind of stepping back to allow that consciousness to come forward to speak. And I don't do full trance, which would be I'm totally not conscious of what's happening. I like to do a partial trance, like a medium to kind of a deeper trance where I still am conscious and cognizant of what is happening. But because of that, I get to kind of pick up on things that perhaps the energy that's coming through doesn't share with words. And when you guys asked about Santa Claus and it was starting to explain it, there was a moment where it kind of giggled. And I could hear the ho, ho, ho. And I was like, oh my God, and I felt like this different energy come forward that was very different than what I was blended with. Mm-hmm. And it was like that I was feeling it. I was feeling that energy of what would be Santa Claus. Mm-hmm. And it was very different. Like it felt very fatherly. It felt very masculine, but in that fatherly way. And then I heard the ho, ho, ho. And I was like, wow,
Well, I kind of brought this up on Facebook. If you don't follow us, if you're on Facebook, we do have a page over there that I guess that's probably the main social media we use for the witching hours, just because that and Twitch, we have all of our highlight videos go up on Twitch and stuff as well. But I asked a question over there about thought forms in Santa Claus, because we have so many people that we think have been paranormal investigators who have gone into places and connected to thought forms and gotten EVPs or whatever. So the question is it possible that people have gotten paranormal evidence of Santa Claus? So I guess another thing that we can talk about is, if people are interested, this Christmas season, can you get any evidence of Santa Claus?
No.
We'll see. So I put that up on Facebook. If anybody's heard any
get out your voice recorders.
Have people seen something dark behind the Christmas tree? Yeah. Have they heard something come from the chimney? Have they heard rustling downstairs on Christmas Eve to go downstairs and to find no one there? I don't know. I'm curious because once we start talking about thought forms, who knows what's on the table there? So
yeah. Toaster's just getting on a Santa outfit.
Right? It only makes sense. Look, if people can make a haunted boy appear at a hotel, by hundreds or thousands of people, or even fewer than that, imagining and putting effort into that thing being alive, then what could happen with the thought form that literally has millions of people every year absolutely focused in and talking to and writing letters to and just the amount of effort and thought that goes into Santa Claus and all of the different versions of that every Christmas for a month and a half now, starting halfway through November. Or even earlier, it's a lot. It's a lot of energy. It's a lot of energy.
Yeah. And we're running out of time and we have one more thing to do, but I did want to throw in there for those of you who are familiar with the energy that we have come through that I channel called Divine Mother. she explained herself as being, her consciousness started the first time a mother loved her child. And after that, she started to fold into her, to who she is, everything that has been about mothers over the course of our human history.
Mhm.
So she holds within her the iconography of all of the Mother Mary and every deity that was ever about motherhood, and all of the, all of that stuff is like part of who she is. So why couldn't there be the same thing for a Santa Claus energy?
All right, so we have two options. We have one more giveaway we're going to do. Do we want to do the giveaway tonight for this one, or do we want to make this a Christmas giveaway and we could do it on all
what
of
we were
the,
talking about
all
earlier?
Of the things? We could have it where you guys know about it now.
Yep.
The video will go live tomorrow on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So what we could do is we could I could go through and ask for everyone to put one key term down on the video tomorrow.
How about we do Santa?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
And I'll keep track of who does it live tonight on my paper here. And then we can see we need to put a cap on it, an end date for it though.
Christmas.
On Christmas. So you got 3 days.
Well, let's do this. Let's do all the way until the New Year's Eve prediction show. And then we'll do the drawing on the New Year's Eve prediction show. Would that work?
They have until what?
January 5th.
But we got to put a time on it before the show starts. We got to be able to write them all down or something.
Well, let's just say till January 4th.
Okay, January 4th.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You have until, is everybody listening? You have until January 4th. You got to put the word Santa in, whether you're listening now or later.
Yep.
If you want to enter to win some Team Weird merch. Frosty, do you want to bring up the merch store so that people can see what we have available that you can pick from? Or not Team Weird, Witching Hours merch.
Yeah, so this is all the products we have in the store. We have the Witching Hours shirt with "Wanna Get Weird" on the back. We have the Loyal to the Foil shirt, which Keisha designed. We have the Loyal to the Foil. Has the little Bigfoot and walking through the woods there. We have a "Wanna Get Weird," the Witching Hours hoodie. Also, these are all available in like black, gray, and purple. So there's a purple version of the hoodie and the shirt. We have a Loyal to the Foil hoodie. We have 2 beanies. We have a "Wanna Get Weird" beanie and the Witching Hours beanie. There are multiple colors for the beanies that you can go through, greens and purples and blues. We have 2 hats. We have a snapback hat for the Witching Hours and a "Wanna Get Weird" trucker hat. We have another "Wanna Get Weird" t-shirt. We have a couple mugs. We have the artwork that's on our webpage. It shows a UFO over the trees.
It's the same thing on the phone case there.
On the phone case, yeah. And then we have the Witching Hours mugs that has the different colors on the inside. You can get yellow, black, or green with the ceramic handles and colors on the inside. And then we got phone cases for Apple phone or for the Samsung phones, which I have.
There it is right there.
And it works wonderfully. It's a good cell phone case. So I've enjoyed it to have it around. We got patches and we have a desk mat. So
a lot of things to pick
from.
That's
the most stuff we've had on the store. Yeah.
Yeah.
We get a lot of compliments on the "Wanna Get Weird" stuff.
Yes.
People like it at the cons. And
they do.
They're always asking. So we need to have some printed off to carry.
We
do.
do.
Hopefully we'll do that soon.
All right. So if you want to be entered in to win a team, the Witching Hours merch, you can choose which thing you would like. We're going to announce the winner on the New Year's Eve prediction show on January 5th. You have to put the word Santa in either now or later, wherever you're listening.
Yeah.
I see
put
Luce
in the comments below.
And Lars have put in Santa. So Luce and Lars, I have you written down. Anybody else, please do it now. We have about a minute left for our show tonight. We did have some more comments here.
I will
from
real
things
quick.
that
I will
were
put that in
coming
the.
up.
I'll put that into the description too about
Okay.
the giveaway, and so people can.
Yes, we have Keisha,
Yeah.
Hoagie. All right, keep them coming if you want to enter to win the Witching Hours merch. Cole was saying all that emotional thought energy projecting outward. Yes. The Mother Earth Gaia energy. No, it's actually different. The Mother Earth Gaia energy is different than the Divine Mother. But yeah, it's similar. And then Paula over on Facebook said, well, in talking about thought forms, is Santa Claus the thought form that makes it easier for people to justify what they might hear or sense in their homes during the Christmas season? If you can understand, do they relate to that rather than thinking it's a spirit in their home? So it has been personified as Santa. That's a really interesting thought, Paula. Like they already got some spooks in the house and they're saying, oh, it just must be Santa Claus.
Must be Santa.
I like that.
I don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah.
But, I had never had that thought before about Santa being a thought form.
No, that was, you just thought about that like yesterday or today, didn't you?
Yeah. So it's something to investigate.
Santa versus Elf on the show. Cole, I have your name down. So for tonight, who's live, if you were looking to enter to win the Team Weird merch giveaway, I keep saying Team Weird merch, the Witching Hours merch giveaway, I have Luce, Lars, Keisha, Hoagie, Cole. Last call for tonight. You always can post it, your keyword Santa at some other time and place. When Frosty gets it up, all the places it's going.
Well, if you're on our Discord or you follow us on Facebook, I post the videos as soon as they go live and up on YouTube and all the podcast places. So keep an eye out. They will be up by the end of the night tomorrow night. So you can go there, check it out. If you're listening to us and it's not the end of January 4th yet, then you can go find this episode on YouTube or on Spotify and throw Santa in the comments and you will be entered in with the chance to win. So,
and we'll do the Wheel of Weirdos on our New Year's Eve prediction show on January 5th.
Do we want to talk real quick? I know we're running low on time or we're out of time, but do we want to talk about, we won't see anybody. Well, we might have a chat. Well, tonight was going to be the chat. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to be back next week or not. We will be definitely back for.
I think the next show is going to be the New Year's Eve prediction.
So do we want to say who's going to be on or no?
Yes, we can announce who's going to be on.
All right. Will you let us know?
Okay. We're going to have, of course, the lovely and wonderful our BFF, Priestess Wonderland. We're also going to have Jason Cosmos come back for another little bit of a hangout time, giving us his predictions. Mm-hmm. And we're also going to have the lovely, wonderful Kiki Cannon from right here on Twitch. She's going to be here. I know Jason and Allison are going to be live. I'm not sure if Kiki will be live or if she's going to give us a little video, but they're all going to share their predictions for 2026, including myself. And Frosty usually does too. And
so I guess the last part of this is if you would like to make a prediction for 2026,
you can share yours on the show too.
You can do that a number of ways. You can put your prediction in Discord, either on Team Weird Discord or on Janine's Discord or on the Witching Hours Discord. You can put it, or similarly to entering the giveaway, you can put it in the comments below. So if you're listening on YouTube, you're watching on Spotify, you can, if you want to do it publicly, you can put it there, or you can send me your prediction to the Witching Hours podcast at gmail.com. If you don't want it to be out in the webs, you can send it to me on Gmail and we will share it on the show. And what we do is we will go over last year's predictions. Then we will talk about, what happened. And then we will make predictions for next year, which we will go over again next year. So There we go.
Keisha has an excellent question. How long do they need to be? They should
As
be
long or as short as you want them to be. Well, not as long as you want
not
them
as
to be.
long
They
as
can
you
be
want
as
it to
short
be.
as you want them to
Yeah.
be.
Preferably something we can read through in a few minutes.
A couple paragraphs, that'd be fine. If 2-3 paragraphs, if it starts getting to 5 or 6 pages, we're gonna have problems. But
That's gonna be a skim over it and hit the highlights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so feel free to get those in before probably about the same time, January 4th, so we can have them all ready to go and all typed up and ready to go over for January 5th.
Well, thank you all for being here for tonight's Christmas special for 2025. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. Thank you for your questions for the Christmas spirit energy. And congratulations again to Not and Getty for the tarot video. Don't forget to put the word Santa in wherever you may be listening later before January 5th so that you can be entered in to win Team the Witching Hours merch. I cannot stop saying Team Weird. Ay.
Well, I guess before we leave, we're going to rate out. Let's just say this.
You have to do your false finish for
that's what I'm getting ready to say.
Later.
For all of you listening at another time at another place, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, winter solstice, all those wonderful things. Thank you for joining us. And we will see you all next time. If you are watching the show or hanging out with us now, then you already know Medium Jenny Lee. But did you know you can book a private session, explore her spiritual services, or check out her latest content all in one place? Head over to mediumjennylee.com. Whether you're seeking guidance, answers from beyond, or just curious about what the spirit world has to say, Jenny offers personal readings, mentorship, and more. Don't miss your chance to connect directly. Visit mediumjennylee.com and take the next step on your spiritual journey. Your journey to the weird is just a click away.